and welcome back to Pixels for People 2024. We have a race between StahlbolzenSC2, SC2, and Nooblar Gaming going in Mega Man 4 Game Boy version. This is Rockman World, I think. That's what we officially call it in Japanese. But yeah, take it away, Mr. Cap.
Hey, yeah, you got it right. It's Rockman World. Thank you, Mod. And welcome, everybody. We've got a good one here. I mean, I know we just saw Mega Man V, but let's pretend this is Mega Man's last Game Boy adventure for a bit, and with Mega Man 4, because it's still a great game. Nooblar, StahlbolzenSC2. It's been a while since I've looked at the leaderboards. I know you both have better times than me. You're both great at this game. It's gonna be good. This is like all the Rockman World games. It's a solid game. This one, kind of like all the first 4 games, it's more of a medley of what happened before this on the NES version. Although we've got these, this game I think has some of the best cutscenes on the Game Boy, and we're seeing some of that on screen right now. But
even as a 3D cutscene later on in the game.
Nooblar, that one's so good.
Nooblar, did you soft reset?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So yeah.
Ooh, this will be a nightmare.
I think you're both ready for it. You're both ready for it. Nooblar just has to get used to the old Mega Buster. StahlbolzenSC2 needed to, I guess, just get ready.
Yeah.
He's got all the warm-ups. So I guess I should count you down at some point. Are we ready to get this started?
I'm ready so far. Yeah.
Yep. We're ready.
All right. Should I count down from 5 then?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We should rehearse counting down, but let's do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Good luck.
Good luck.
So there is usually a cutscene at the start of this game, and with 4 and 5, one of the things we actually started doing as a community was just resetting before we started the timer, because that just gets rid of the cutscene. No biggie. It's like maybe a sec. In this game, it's actually a significant time save. In V, it's not. Anyway, Nooblar, is your controller working?
Did we miss that
No,
or what?
much better.
No, keep going. Keep going. We're good. Pharaoh Man has some quicksand, and sometimes it just kind of is. Much like 4 on the NES, we are starting with Pharaoh Man. Same basic stage at first, except there's no balloon to get, so we get to go immediately into the pyramid. My God, chat's right. This is red versus blue, just with the Super Game Boy choices that were made. But yeah, if you never saw the first half of Pharaoh Man stage on the NES, this is kind of what it is. It's not exactly this, obviously, but it's mummies and pyramid stuff. What's not there on the NES version are these kind of falling down blocks, where if you stand on them, they start going down, and we get to navigate the pyramid that way. Second half, I mean, some of the other differences between this game and well, I guess the real Mega Man 4 on the NES. The charge shot definitely looks a lot more like the 5 NES charge shot, probably because we see Mega Man 5 robots later. But also there's a little bit of recoil we have to deal with. So every time Mega Man fires that Mega Buster, he will kind of get popped back in the air just a little bit. And you've got to be aware of that, make sure you don't have any jumps eaten on you. StahlbolzenSC2 went for a sequence here where Nooblar is taking it a little safer until right there. I jinxed it.
My head.
What a video game.
Yeah, what a video game indeed.
Yep. So you could see from what he was doing though that these jumps are they're makeable, but they are tight. Both runners here kind of while pushing it, not quite able to make it. And they are really annoying jumps. I hate them. But
correct reset
you know,
the stage because of that. At least in my book.
It's definitely one of those situations where, like, from the speed run, you push for everything in stage 1, so you go for it. But yeah, the risk of a death versus like having to wait an extra like couple of seconds on all those blocks.
Can you please stop
Nice Pharaoh fight.
Around?
Yeah. So I know we didn't talk about it for the first time, but you know, much like the NES version, Pharaoh Man, you just kind of want to hit him with charge shots. That's really all there is to it. Get centered if you can before the end of the fight. Hooray. No magic pixel to stand on, though.
Yep. Also, fun thing about Pharaoh's stage is that during the quicksand area, you can use Toad's weapon and it pretty much freezes up the quicksand and it doesn't spawn the driller things. It's kind of neat detail.
I don't think I realized that the wet sand happened. That is cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. I just stumbled upon it accidentally one time.
So after the
Too bad
first
we-
hardcore stage, there's instantly the next hardcore stage. Let's go.
Yup. Ringman stage, it's kind of true to like the long vertical sections of the NES game, and I feel like it repeats it a lot, but it's there. It's still Ringman stage. Oh, the lag, the Game Boy lag.
Oh yes.
You can really feel it in this game. I feel like Mega Man 3, 4, and 5 on Game Boy are all pretty laggy games, and a lot of the speedrun starts becoming lag management. It's not awful when you're used to it, it's just awful. And we're going through this. It feels like the second loop of this stage. Though StahlbolzenSC, I think, is getting to the checkpoint screen here. Are we going for it?
Ah,
I might go for it.
Ah,
of course.
course
I
I
mean,
asked
we
that,
get free
and I
lives,
hear
so
the-
why not?
yeah, it's a free attempt there because it's the checkpoint screen and you got the one up right there. The Game Boy physics let you kind of do like a pipe. I've always called it a pipe jump because Neptune stage in 5 is full of pipes, and I played Mario 1. But you've got like a 3 or 4 pixel window to jump at the end of that slide before you drop into the pit. That saves a little bit of time in this case because you have like a mini death warp to the top. It's almost always worth going for it. You might be noticing the beat letters in some of these stages as well. Beat is here in the game if you collect the letters in the Mega Man 4 stages. Beat's just not useful, so we don't bother getting him. So, Pharaoh Shot. We should talk about Pharaoh Shot for a second, because everybody's familiar with it from the NES game. I believe in this game it behaves largely the same as far as like you have a charge shot. It behaves as intended, might be a better way of putting it. The main difference is that if it goes away when it's over your head, you actually still spend the ammo. So you don't get that part of the NES, I guess, weapon energy tricks. Also, both runners in a little bit of a situation as far as health goes. I'm gonna let this
Kinda
ring fight
dangerous.
happen.
Bam. Yeah, you're always one hit if you do everything speed run way.
So scary with 0 lives too.
Oh.
Yeah, I died twice on Pharaoh, so I have to take it a bit safe there.
That's why I was wondering if you were going to grab the one up at the midpoint and then not go for the jump to just have that extra life, and that's why I was like, I'm not going to say anything about this ring fight.
At least
He
you can
needs
get
he needs to survive this fight.
Just don't forget the extra life in Toad, man. It's at the end.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I can get that one.
That's a nice backup.
good kill.
life.
Yeah, the ring fight is pretty much exactly like you would expect. I mean, it's obviously a slightly different pattern than the NES version, but it's the same principle. Just hit Ringman with Pharaoh shots and end him. Then, because we only have 4 of the NES Robot Masters, and it's well established that Dustman is not weak to Ring on Game Boy, he's weak to Drill. Well, here we are in Toad. So Toadman stage. I'm guessing they just thought the rain section was too laggy because it just doesn't exist. We're going straight into the sewers here with this nice kind of background this time instead of just a void. Well, I guess there's the rain. I'm proving I haven't really paid attention to Mega Man 4 in a long time here. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh, I didn't get
So here's the mid boss. We don't have Bright, so we're gonna have to do something else to get past. Oh, like just slide on his head. Okay. I do love that the snail is still skipped in this version.
Actually pretty funny.
Mega lag.
Oh my god, this lag. There are some things hidden in the water here. Like, I think there's a large energy drop. We're killing this rat on the ladder just because, you know, who wants to deal with this?
Rat
Some of
jam.
the
And,
waterfalls
don't forget
also,
the free tanks.
Death traps. Like actual
Yeah,
gaps.
Got some nice spikes there. And behind us, you can see some flashing in that wall. There's a free tank in there.
Oh, it's right there. Next one.
Grabbing that.
I get it too.
Hard to see it there because StahlbolzenSC was just kind of going through these screens. There was a 1-up on these screens, just holding right. There you go. So Nooblar is now no longer in quite as much peril.
We're safe.
Yup. So then here with Toad, Toad only takes 2 damage from the ring boomerang. Like, it's good DPS, but we do have Pharaoh equipped, and it's gonna do a good chunk of damage. It looks like it does 3 damage, so it's also going to do that extra tick of damage, kind of like the NES. It's like you have that 1 extra point of damage sometimes you've got to deal from something. So Pharaoh Shot takes care of business there. NES does it's 28 hit points to a life meter. In at Game Boy games, it's 19. Most weakness weapons do 3 points of damage, so you need 7 shots, or like 6 shots plus 1 of something else. But again, Toadman only takes 2 from the ring. We'll see more of the ring boomerang pretty soon. The new improved ring boomerang, and by that I mean it's the same weapon. It just also works like a Zelda boomerang.
Oh man, do I go for this one? Might as well, right?
Rockman stage is a hot mess. They did add. Are we doing the rush thing or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it once.
Okay.
Might as well.
So they added these kind of light switch off sections that then bring these platforms onto the screen.
Oh god, the lag is so bad in this stage.
Yeah, this is like for Game Boy is really laggy. So StahlbolzenSC here.
Classic
It's like-
lagging. I just don't like the other one. It's not worth it in my eyes, so that's why I'm not doing it.
That's fair.
I have a certain despair for that strat.
Can I ask, like, what is the laggiest Game Boy Mega Man game out there, or is it just this?
It's Mega Man 4, I think so. Mega Man 3, funny enough, doesn't have much lag on it. It's just that the stages in Mega Man 3 Game Boy is so...
I can just tell you that there's one game that has 0 lag, that is Mega Man 2, because reasons. Coding reasons, I guess.
Reasons.
Yeah.
2, I think, also like has a different development shop behind it.
Yep.
Also,
That's-
different music, if you can call it music.
2 is different in all the ways.
2 is a very special game. Ahmad, I'm gonna keep talking about these games if you let me, but I think that we are here for charity, so please let me know if you gotta say something or do the plug or do the donations or anything.
Unfortunately, no new donations right now, but we are raising money for Child's Play, so if you would like to donate for the absolutely awesome cause, you can do so by typing !D for the chat. You can get a donation link there. And all your money goes directly to Child's Play, helping kids in need in hospitals. Instead of having this boring routine, you know, you can imagine how boring hospitals are. So Child's Play is providing consoles and games for kids and entertainment there, which makes the whole experience, hospital experience, way more better and more tolerable for children alike. So if you have any interest of donating, please do. Also, just sharing the link for the marathon helps a lot, so please consider doing that as well. Thank you.
Yeah, Child's Play has been doing this for quite some time, and I mean it's an awesome idea. It's great out there. I know they used to their website's got a lot more information. Do go there. Do check it out more.
Yep.
I know we're skipping over some of the other parts of this run here. We're getting that E off the screen for beat into the pit with you, I guess. Just to reduce lag, we skipped the whole rush coil section that is a giant pause cancel mess, but it does save time. And
Saves like 2 seconds, I think.
oh my goodness, Dr. Wily with the high contrast screen.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
If you donate $50
Yeah, after-
right now, I keep this to the end.
Oh my goodness. See, we get to see the Wily capsule flying away here. This, for my money, this is like one of the best cutscenes on Game Boy. So get to see this forest, and Mega Man beams in. Brightman fight is just like it is on the NES, and by that I mean you use Rain Flush a lot.
This is
There's no certain values to not get flashed.
This is Bomberman riding his battle mech in my eyes.
Yeah, the fun thing about Toad weapon in this game is that it hits twice compared to NES. where
Yeah.
it only hits once. And it's super ammo efficient since it only uses 1 ammo per shot. So pretty busted, but the downside is it causes so much lag as usual.
See, Mega Man on the other side of the forest doesn't care that Dr. Wily is literally unloading missiles and cannons and machine guns on him, and it just fires a couple buster shots and freezes the tank in place. And then we get RNG boss, welcome to the scam. We need this satellite dish to open up. When it does that, it has a little fireball that generates with it, and it stays open and vulnerable until that fireball leaves the screen, which means you need to make sure you don't destroy the fireball as part of the first shot. And then, as we just showed, you can one cycle it.
Nice stall.
After getting scared.
I don't think, just the question from chat there, I don't think it matters where you kill the boss as far as the death bubbles. On 4NES, the victory fanfare plays when the last bubble leaves the screen, so it's technically slightly faster to kill bosses in the center of the room. I don't think that applies to the Game Boy version.
If you itself, it's important that Mega Man is in the center of the stage, so he instantly teleports out. That's the most important thing here.
Yeah, but even then, there's no magic pixel like there is on the NES. So this is Ballad, and Ballad hates going left. He hates going left so much that he'll stop there and not body Mega Man if you stand against the left wall of the screen. This works in every instance of the Ballad fight, including the we just saw Rockman World V a moment ago in the marathon. It works in that game too.
Yep. Ballad in his weird hitbox.
Mm-hmm. So, there goes the Mega Man killer. If you want to see Ballad actually hit the left side of the screen, you'll have to play the Mega Man 10 DLC. Spoilers.
Oh yeah, he was there too.
So anyway, welcome to Charge Man stage, where jumps can sometimes get eaten, and there you go. We have the Mega Man 5 reference. Appropriate now that we're here. StahlbolzenSC2, are we dedicating this chicken room to anybody?
I think Alice HK8 has, what is it, like, business on it, you know? It's always dedicated to Alice HK8.
Alice Chickens.
Right. Shouts to Alice. So, yes, as we were kind of alluding to earlier, this is a Game Boy Mega Man game, so we fight 4 robots, we get a little intermission stage, and we fight another 4 robots. Like Mega Man 2 and 5 Game Boy, but not like 1 and 3 for some reason. Weapon energy does not refill between stages anymore. So kind of like with NES and the castle stages, we have to keep that in mind as far as weapon ammo routing goes for the rest of the game. We do, however, need to get the letters now. The final stages are walled off by collecting the Wily letters.
Chicken leg.
Too many chickens.
Whoa.
And you can see the train moving up and down and
Oh,
up
you
and
also
down.
went to charge? Not stone? Nooblar? Nooblar, didn't you go to stone?
Nope. Just to make it easier on the commentator. But
Oh.
yeah, for usually on my attempts I go Stoneman first, which is not much different than Chargeman first, but it makes the
man.
charge fight easier.
Charge Man hits like a truck. Well, with being a train. Stahlbolzen taking him out with the Buster pretty
But I really like the
Pretty
stage
easily.
with the music here. It feels very good to move around.
Yeah, the music in this game, I feel like the Mega Man 4 tunes are kind of, they're there.
And we got the useless
The-
cake.
The most
Mega
nerfed
Man
weapon
5,
in
I
this
think.
game.
I think this music they actually got the Mega Man 5 music right.
Yeah. The
Charge
Game Boy
kick,
even
but
did
also
the
Rush Jet.
music.
Now we have one of the longest stages. Okay.
Crystal Man might be like one of the longest
Yeah.
Game Boy stages end sentence.
Ah, bad charge pad.
Oh, wait. I don't want to use code.
Brain flush.
See, Crystal Man stage generates way too much lag. It actually has a branching path within it. Looks like Rush Coil gets some love in here. Met Train is best Met. Don't get me started right now. It's baseball playoff season. We
Go
can talk
Mets.
about who the best Met is later.
Crystal Man, take me by
So
the
much
hand.
lag. I feel like Crystal Man stage, they tried to put in as much as they could for all these other things. So you can see the W there. You've seen it a couple of times by now, but here's where we really start using the ring boomerang. Whoop! It does function like a classic video game boomerang now, finally. So it can grab items that are through walls and everything else. And here we're gonna actually cancel the boomerang shot while it's in the middle of the wall, causing the item to zip up to the top of the floor. So again, we are trying to preserve as much weapon ammo and route that as much as possible. So we got to figure out where to fill Pharaoh, especially after the that satellite dish fight.
Oh, the coil strats are so cool. I love them.
Oh my god, these coil strats. I'm holding my breath on a lot of these. Well, this room,
Whoops.
there's a lot of damage boosting through the Crystal Joes, just because, well,
li-
it's fast. No!
No!
A little bit too early. Damn it.
Oh no.
It's okay. This is not okay. Nooblar catching up.
Oh,
Just need to count my rush call now.
I think the bigger thing now is going to be the ammo. 'Cause you're gonna have to take it easy on Rush Coil probably.
Oh, I got the refill so bad.
Nooblar in the lead.
I had to wait it a bit.
Crystal Man stage on the NES is easy. You skip it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, easy video game.
Okay, I
So
had to wait
Nooblar's
a
there
bit.
now, and it's the same idea. Just you want a damage boost through these Joes because
Slide over.
it's painful to stand there and wait because you can't shoot them while they're charging their crystal shots. But obviously, as demonstrated, they deal a lot of damage.
If you
Can I
die in
interrupt?
free contact.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There is $1 donation by JP22 saying, Diane asked for toot. Give him a good one. Toot. Thank you for the $1. Carry on.
Stahlbolzen getting past one of the more annoying jumps in this game right there, where that sort of you have to push it over enemy, shooting it to the side. Without Rush Jet, this stage gets a lot more painful. And I think you have to take a much laggier route that has more of these sort of like weird piston platforms slowly entering the screen too. They put those spikes at the bottom of the screen for who knows what reason, and it's very easy to accidentally buster recoil yourself onto those spikes if you try and shoot that like street cleaner enemy too early.
Good enough.
Just like the NES Crystal Man, very laggy.
Okay. Should have damage boosted to those pebbles.
Crystal has a soft weakness to Ring Boomerang, which is important just because you want to hit Crystal Man while he's in the air. I think his actual weakness is Charge Kick for this game, but you know you can only use Charge Kick while you're sliding on the ground. So have fun with that.
Yep. Oh boy. Let's see if I
You
can
got
get
the Crystal Eye.
See if I can get the jet strat in this stage.
Oh boy, the jet strat. Oh, wait, I can't do the my strat now. Damn it! I don't have rush coil anymore. No.
Oh no. The ride of shame.
At least I can take it easy, I guess.
Yeah, I
See,
can take
see
it
if you can get
easy.
proto scammed. Napalm Man stage probably changed the most from the NES. We're kind of in this little cave system here. You can see Nooblar triggered Rush Jet really early.
Oh, that was too
which
early. Damn.
You can then catch up here to this. Oh!
Oh.
So yeah, you have like a few frames for you to make that screen transition.
This strat is so insane what you're doing. I don't know. I never got it to work.
Yeah, it's really rough.
Too difficult.
You can see from StahlbolzenSC now, like he said, he's taking it a little easier right now. The other way to do it is you have to wait for the giant kind of mining things, which in this game you can use as just platforms, as opposed to on the NES where they're just death traps on that one
Okay.
screen.
Thanks, game, I guess. Oh, I need to catch that thing.
Oh no.
Ugh! Got it. Almost got left behind by my ride there.
Oh my goodness.
I just hear Nooblar morning here. I was like, what is going on? Any loot stuff going on?
I tried to grab the
Sadly,
weapon
no.
refill.
So as you can also see from StahlbolzenSC, we've got the flashing screens if that's a thing for you. But Brightman's the Brightman's yeah, I think this is the Flash Stopper is back.
I got
If you're familiar with the NES Mega Man 4 run, it is a really OP weapon, and we just get to use it even more in this game. Freeze everything on the screen, get buster shots off while we're doing it. Nooblar,
I got a random lag there, sadly.
Yep.
Well, I can probably try
the good thing about Nooblar right now is I think he got all of his weapon energy back through the game over, so
Yep, that's correct.
calculated.
And we're gonna try the crazy strat again one more time. Since we have the rush jet for it.
Yeah, we gotta go for the show off now.
Yep.
StahlbolzenSC. I forgot to see if we actually
rip.
like used Toad.
Yeah.
To freeze any of the other things.
For the letter? No, I just rush jet over it. Rush jetted.
Just rushes over it.
Rush
True.
jetted over it. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
English or not.
Yeah, there are multiple ways to get that letter. You can use ring. You can rush jet over it, like Stahl did, and there's also the Toad strat. I can try to show it off as well.
Yeah, you kind of backtrack from the end. You can also backtrack
Yeah, I
there.
feel like the Toad strat's the intended strat. But there's a few spaces in the stage where you can see flames on the ground, and they kind of function like spikes.
Yeah, pistol?
They can also be extinguished by Toadman's weapon. So the rain flush, you know, puts out the fire. It's rain.
That's
The
it,
napalm
it's
fight
still
itself, you probably noticed, looks a lot like the NES version of the fight. It's because it pretty much is. These like little weird platforms, we saw them in Crystal Man stage, and they're all over the place in Stone Man stage. They're probably one of my least favorite additions to this game. The little, you land on it, it flips over to the other side. You have to jump on it again or be located near the middle. We've got the baby Mets here, and we don't mean the fact that the Mets only had one rookie taken at bat during the regular season this year. That's actually true. And we got these shield enemies. Ringman's hitbox is like
Ah,
a really weird.
oh, I'll do the the safety
thing
structure.
that gets under the shield. This room might actually be my least favorite room in Mega Man 4 Game Boy. Just because that you saw StahlbolzenSC in there have to tank the hit off that bat and then still survive, and ugh.
Yeah, you can jump under it, but it's risky. So, yeah, just take the bonk and be safe.
Risk it to this.
The Ringman hippos are here in Stoneman stage for some reason. Still weak to Pharaoh shot though. And there's StahlbolzenSC jumping off the top of the shield robots. Just
I finally made it out of Ding Kong
we did it.
for the wild stage.
Ah, come on.
I still have Stone Man to. Okay, oh well.
Napalm Man used to, you know, be respected. He just ended so fast. Stone Man, similar problem here. Again, just like the NES fight, we want to see Happy Stone.
Happy Stone.
I just want to say Happy Stone. I have no idea what we want to see.
And as a reward, you get also the best weapon. I think it's not that as worse as the Mega Man 5 one. But you
It's more
just don't
laggy,
use
but
it
it's
anymore.
a lot more useful.
Power Stone in this game, I think, is actually a better weapon than it used to be. It feels like it's a little less laggy, and it has there's a couple of weird spots in the game where it actually works.
Letters.
See the hint that you need the Wily letters.
Otherwise
get
you
in.
can't continue. Yeah.
Otherwise, you get sent back to the stage select. You have to figure out where they were. It's some kind of magnet things here. Like you can see we're approaching them quickly, and then we get
Sunglasses.
drawn back in from the other side. It's Ballad. He's putting on his super armor here.
That thing, really? Oh well. The lag is so real in this game.
Power Stone.
Give me the power. Great anime. Oh, don't split. Ooh. Almost hit the button.
I guess.
Thankfully, Blade Phase 2 is a little bit more difficult, but actually it's still easy. Sadly, well, there's a section coming up now that's a little bit annoying sometimes.
The Great Escape.
Oh yes.
StahlbolzenSC2.
Despite the fact Mega Man has clearly been teleporting around everywhere, we have an escape sequence here. These missiles, of course, are exploding whenever anything touches them. So, you have to be a little careful with what you destroy, where your weapons go. Otherwise, it's very easy to find yourself in the pit.
And if you take
We
too
do
long,
have-
they auto-explode at some point.
No.
Good stuff like that.
The stage is blowing up behind you. We're just going fast enough that we don't really see it. We do have the Ballad Cracker now, which is a 6-directional... you can fire it straight up, can't you? I forget.
Yep, you
yeah, you
can.
can fire.
Yeah, so it's pretty much an 8-direction fire weapon.
It
It does explode at the end, so you've got to be a little careful with these missiles because it will take out a whole bunch of them at once.
And the big plot twist. Instead of a Death Star, he has a giant space warship with a cloaking device.
Mhm.
This man has
In Game Boy, Mega Man, I mean, he starts out with a small space station, then he has a slightly bigger space station, then he has a floating castle like Atlantis, and it's like Mega Man 3 decided to try and change it up and not go into space on us. No, in 4 Game Boy, he's back. The ground tank is there. It was a distraction though. So we have a required shopping trip here. Dr. Light saying, "Oh my God, look at that warship. We should really do something about this. You want to give me money so I can make you items?" And you ask Dr. Light, "And aren't I your creation here to save the world? And you're making me pay money?"
And I think it's
And he's
the
like,
first
"Give me
Yes,
P chip."
scammer.
Is it the first?
This
game
is
that-
actually the first Game Boy Mega Man. This is the first Mega Man shop. End sentence. Forget Game Boy.
Oh yeah.
This is the first game where Mega Man can go shopping. Assuming we don't count Rockboard.
The first scammer.
So StahlbolzenSC there bought the item that refills your weapon energy. It's something that for a long time I thought like, why would you ever want to buy this thing? And it's entirely because of the you don't get weapon energy back between stages problem. Giant mech cannon. Game Boy Mega Man 3 final boss is an oral enemy cameo. So, this whole first stretch of the fortress, it's largely there's just not really any checkpoints here, I think, and everything here hits really hard. So that's the real thing that's going on, and then we get to deal with the crane. Got to shoot the button. It has the same like pattern where it fires a ring boomerang, then tries to reach out with the arm. I think Power Stone is the third thing that happens there.
Power Stone or Blade, you can also shoot a Blade crack at you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just kill it fast. Now we have the actual Wily Fortress for this game. I feel like this is basically what the Mega Man 10 bonus stage is modeled after, is this whole sequence. We're going to see a lot of Brightman's weapon here to just kind of freeze the pits where the little missile enemies pop out of the ground and try and get you to fall in. We also have a lot of sections where it's full of spikes. Got to rush jet laggily over these like 4 and 5
Just enough
block
money.
pits.
Just enough money to buy an extra one up.
Do it.
Dr. Light's squeezing me dry of these P chips, man. Super laggy screen on stall here.
Yeah. You can see
A lot
using
more
Bright there just to be able to get past everything. So we've got these eye things here. There's 2 rounds with this, and each one has its own little gimmick. This one creates 3 more to bounce around the room if there's not already some bouncing every time it gets hit. So as you saw there, you want to destroy 2 of them just to kind of reduce the lag, and just make things easier to manage. But primarily focus your fire on the real one, which is the only one that drains the boss's health. There's a lot of like really weird switching back and forth rush jet sections here.
Shot word.
This is where I feel like the dedicated rush jet button would really come in handy for this game too. You know, Game Boy with its 2 buttons.
True.
Yep. You can see those kind of flashing blocks there on that previous screen and some other places. Those are charge kick blocks. It will destroy them. It can get you other access to some of those items. So let's see if we get... Nah, not quite.
Come on.
There's 2 eyes there that do share 1 life meter, so you can damage either one of them. Napalm bombs are the order of the day. It is possible to get a setup where the explosion from the bomb hits both eyes and it just devastates that health bar. Not a big deal if you don't get it, just, you know, things where you can save some time. Now, first shop on Game Boy. This is also first actual refight teleporter room on Game Boy. I mean, Mega Man 1 Game Boy kind of has teleporting hatches, but it's the Mega Man 2 bosses, not the refights. Nooblar. Using health to go fast as a resource. It's not a bad idea. Trying to think. The only different fight here is probably going to be Charge Man. Everything else should be basically the same, I'm pretty sure.
More or less, yeah. Some fights you start with a different, like, 2 damage attack or so, or you finish with a different 2 damage attack. But also the layout here is a little bit easier for Pharaoh.
Yeah. Just like on the NES, no bump in the middle of the room. Just like the NES you can use Bright here and it will work, but it's slower.
I forgot about that guy.
Too many enemies popping out of pits in this game.
Yep.
Still don't get it why the rockets are not destructible.
Yeah, even in Mega Man 5.
Yeah.
It's those enemies are awful. That's the real reason to just use Bright. So you're not like stopping in front of every pit. Is there an enemy here? Is there an enemy here?
You know what? Grab this safety. Why not?
Yeah, definitely grab those. The 1-up and the E-Tank. So here's the Charge Man refight. We get to actually use Power Stone for its intended purpose of destroying Charge Man.
Power Stone. Happy Stone.
My God, Charge Man does a lot of damage.
Charge Man is wild in this game. Oof.
Rip E-Tank.
It really is. Like without that E-Tank, you're almost certainly gonna take a death there.
Hoppala.
There's one thing in this game I didn't get to showcase because I was so low on 1-up. So because of the recoil on the charge shot, you can die while you're going to a boss door. Like if you shoot a full charge shot at the same time as entering a boss door, it will push you back to the side and instantly kill you.
Oh God.
It's really hilarious.
Like, I guess they wanted to show off this thing's so powerful. There's recoil on it. There's knockback, but it's like, why? Why would you do this to us?
Exactly.
So you guys like
I missed.
plot twists? Here's one more. Giant
well,
revelation, maybe you put it like that.
Isometric cutscene.
3D cutscene. 3D cutscene.
Gigantic metal mustache.
Oh, nice. Down button there.
The giant robot, it's so cool. Also, the fact that they have like Mega Man running up to it, it's like, I don't know, they put some love into this game.
So nice.
So, I guess we're shooting the robot's pendant,
No.
which is weak to crystal.
Okay, I'll just wait, you know. Come on. rush.
Just
No.
kind of going back and forth.
No.
Get to it.
Oh,
Use Power
that's
Stone.
it. Ah,
Happy stuff.
can I take the hit now? I don't know. Maybe. Worst
Yeah,
case.
but
Wor-
did you
worst
use your
case.
E-Tank already?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
worst
just take
case, I
the
take a
death
death.
too. Yep.
We will see. I guess I have to take a death here. Or will. That's okay.
Ah, bad RNG again.
Got screwed by RNG.
Really bad RNG. Really bad RNG from Charge Man.
Oh. Nope. I was lucky.
Oh, come on.
He kept his mouth open for the whole series of shots.
Full blast. Nice.
Yeah, that mouth. There's a whole sequence there where you might have to like use buster shots to try and push it back.
Yeah. Apparently it's RNG
But-
how long how long the mouth is open.
Yeah, exactly. And after that, when it finally becomes vulnerable, it might be like 2 seconds, and you might get like one shot in, or it could stay open long enough to basically get a one cycle. It's nothing quite like being 43 minutes into a speed run and having an RNG factor determine whether or not you PB.
Yeah, like
43
Rockman
minutes
in
into a
5.
45-minute run at that.
Like Rockman in 5. You mean?
And
Oh my god, those 8 seconds.
but I hate Wily.
See, while you're looking for the ballad cracker, but the Pharaoh shot also works. Easy to take it out.
Easy
You're
GG.
just gonna keep hitting him.
Yeah.
Stop, he's already dead.
Yeah.
He's already dead.
Yeah.
GG.
Thank you.
Just go full vehicle, I guess.
But Wily with a
Well,
special trick.
No, we captured Wily. What do you mean special trick? We blew up his capsule. I know he's got eyebrows, but I mean,
we at the outside of the space station, so where does the hook goes? Where does Wily go there? I don't know.
how does he keep getting away with this?
Yoink.
We should really stop
Yeah.
him.
3D cutscene.
But
3D
But it's
cutscene.
not over yet. Mega Man still needs to escape the exploding space station and... Oh no. It's a dead end. No,
Oh
Mega
no.
Man.
Oh, that's a good first phase
Yeah,
though.
but-
Wow.
Blade is back performing a jutsu. And now we are dead. Sucked into space. I don't know, even a robot like Mega Man can't survive this. Ooh, nice fast cycle by Nooblar here.
Nice.
Nice.
Got the full blast.
And sometimes the Wily fight itself can lose you a minute if everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
First two phases are really RNG reliant.
I just love that I like looked away for a moment and I turned back and the face was dead. Like if you get it right and you're doing it well, like, and you get the RNG, it just goes down that fast.
Okay, casual strats, which say lose you like 0.5 seconds if you want to run this game. Easy. Easy, Wily. Ah, I didn't get the charge.
GG.
GG's?
GG.
GG.
Yeah, this is a really fun game if you can get through the caveats of some intense jumpings and the lag.
It's definitely worth for the music.
Yeah, the music is super good here. So.
Even though the
And if
race
you played-
was... Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead.
If you played casually, you also have stuff to discover with all the ladders and the shop stuff you can like collect. Similar with Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy. There's also a lot to discover if you played casually. Extra content
Yep,
you
like,
don't get to see in the speedrun.
like the 4 crystals.
You know, even if Stahl clearly won the race, there's a many differences there, but gotta give it to Nooblar for going such a crazy strats throughout the run.
Nooblar just kept like going in and going in. I mean that's the thing. Like you got it. We gotta show it off for the people.
Gotta try to show
The
it
wash
off at
coil
least.
thing in Riot, it's your own fault, you know? You went for it. It's dumb, but you did.
You just gotta go for it sometimes.
Yeah.
Also the napalm
I
jet
just said
strat.
you couldn't show off the napalm thing. I didn't had rush coil left, so I couldn't show off my version of the quick cycle there at the start of the stage, sadly.
Any shout outs?
No, I'll have them go at it first.
I don't have much to say because I have a run left, so I can plug in all my stuff there. Mr. Cap, thanks for commentating this race. GG to Nooblar on your runs.
Yeah, thank you.
And, yeah, you guys take it away.
So yeah, thank you, Mr. Cap, for commentating. Thank you, Pixel for people, for having us do this race. Mega Man community for being an awesome community. Sharing strats, everything else in between. Tremaine for the tasks of this game and Mega Man 5. I pretty much learned a lot of strats from the tasks mostly, and them just answering my questions in Discord randomly. It's really amazing. So if you have questions with regards to speedruns, for 4 and 5, I can give you some tips. Also Stahl as well, and pretty much everyone in the Mega Man Discord, you can join it. And yeah, shout out to Team Salami as well. Awesome community. Yeah, thanks Ahmad and Carter for having this marathon. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Any words from Mr. Cap?
Huh? I'm always happy to get up and commentate and help out with these things. I love that this is here. I love Game Boy Mega Man. I like Child's Play too. I've been like giving a Child's Play for a long time. Everybody who's listening to this should do that more too. That's my part of the speech.
Exactly.
I'm just sorry if I'm like, oh man, you guys scheduled this race for me at like 6 a.m. What are you doing to me here? I'm sorry. That's why I'm just off the rails right now. Let's go Mets.
Go Mets.
Well, that said, we're gonna have a small intermission and Stahlball. So.